welcome to my first video post Ibiza trip. It's actually hotter here in the UK than it is Ibiza, and I've had to like turn off my fan, close my windows to try and film this video, so the sweat is real. Like, this isn't even good skincare, this is sweat, so living the dream. Anyway, let's get into it. So when I was away in Ibiza, you guys were living for my pink eye look that I kept doing. I only know how to do 2 eye looks, and that's all I know how to do, which is like basic, like nude eye, like not nude, like browns, and then pink, and that's all I can do. And you guys like the pink one, and I've never done a tutorial for it, I don't think. No, I don't think I have. So I thought, let's do it. Let's do it in like a chatty get ready with me style. This here is the look that we're going to be recreating. Obviously in Ibiza I had aircon, I wasn't so hot, so it probably won't be as good today, but we can do our best. I'm gonna have to like tuck my hair behind. Oh my god, it is so hot today, it's actually crazy. And this is actually like the coolest day that we've had in the UK. I was actually away when it was like 30, was it like 36 degrees or something? I was away in Ibiza then with like a pool and aircon, and now I'm back and I'm like, oh my god, it's just so sticky. Okay, anyway, let's actually start with the look. I haven't actually emptied my makeup bag since Ibiza, so not gonna lie, all my brushes are dirty, but I've only really done this pink eye look, so I thought, well, I might as well just use the same brushes. So that's what I'm gonna do. So when I was away in Ibiza, I'm not gonna do it today, I actually used this Day Defense moisturizer from Beckie. I've never really heard of them, but it was just sent to me, and it's just like an SPF 30 moisturizer, and I thought it was really good. Like, it stopped my face from getting burned. I probably put this on maybe for like 3 hours, and I just went over it with a mist, and like my face just didn't get burnt, so I would highly recommend. But we're actually just going to start off today with the One Heck of a Blot primer from Soap and Glory. Again, just, I'm really not picky when it comes to primers. I kind of just, as long as it's like a mattifying one, I am happy. Okay, so some of you guys have sent in some questions for this video. God, what is going on with my hair? So what should we start off with? Let's start off with, what was your fave Ibiza look? I loved them all. Thank you. You know what? I feel like my fave looks, normally I go for like an evening kind of look. But I really liked my, oh my god, there were so many. I really liked the Dior look, which was like my Dior bikini, and then my Dior trainers, which Tommy, my boyfriend, makes, TM Customs. So that was quite cool because it was like a little matching combo. I also, what else did I really like? I really liked the look that I wore to STK, which was like this O poly dress. I didn't actually get a proper picture in it, but I really liked that one as well. I need to do my makeup. This is what it's meant to be, doing makeup whilst chatting. But yeah, no, I really liked those looks. I actually planned so much for my Ibiza trip, like what I was going to wear. By the way, I'm going in with the Anastasia Luminous Foundation in shade 320. I am really bad at picking foundation shades, to be honest. Like, I never know which one I am. This one kind of works for me at the moment, but if it is a complete different colour to my face, it's probably because I've tried to scrub off my tan as much as I can. It's not really worked very well. I have a mirror here, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm looking that way. So I'm just hoping that this is still going to kind of match my face. Also, I don't know how to wear this top. Like, I don't know whether you wear it off the shoulders, on the shoulders. It's very stressful. But yeah, like I was saying, I like really planned my Ibiza looks. Like, I had been picking them out maybe like 3 months before I actually went. So that's like one of the reasons why I really wanted to go, is because I've spent so much money on my outfits that I just wanted to wear them. I wanted to actually like show them off, and I was just really proud of them. Like, I've never really been to Ibiza before, like on a crazy one. I've normally gone when it's a bit more chilled, kind of like this year, but obviously that wasn't originally the plan. It was meant to be a lot busier, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of push myself a little bit with my looks, because I normally wear like quite girly stuff. I am quite a girly person, but the people that I follow on Instagram and like YouTube and that aren't actually all that girly. They're kind of a bit more like street style, and that's like a direction I would maybe want to take my stuff into. So I kind of like wore stuff that, I don't know, stuff that I felt like really cool in, instead of like really girly. Like, obviously there was a few girly numbers thrown in there, I mean, it's me, but yeah, I don't know, I could just feel like I'm kind of into like a street style vibe at the moment. I'll tell you what though, my filming lights are making my foundation look awful today. Bloody hell. Okay, so for concealer, I actually just use this Milani foundation and concealer. It's like a 2-in-1, but I just dot it under my eyes. I just think it's so full coverage. And this is shade 00BB Nude, and then it says Chair underneath. I don't really know, hopefully that is the shade that I use. And another question was, are you glad that you went? Should we expect a vlog? Hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, I had the most amazing time and I vlogged it all. And actually I think the vlog will be up. Maybe it'll be like the video before this one, or maybe, no, a couple of videos before. I love doing vlogs now. I could never not do a vlog on a trip. I just think that they're so nice to look back on. And even as I was watching it, because obviously I only came back yesterday, even as I was watching it, I was actually just like, oh, I kind of forgot about that, and I forgot that this happened and this happened. But yeah, it was a really nice trip. There was originally meant to be 3 of us going, and then one of the girls obviously didn't feel comfortable because of the guidelines, and you know what, that's like completely fine and fair enough, and probably the best decision to have made, but I still went anyway. So it was really nice just like being there with my friend Emily, and it was just a nice like girly chilled vibe. We literally, like, I feel like we were so bougie. Like, Ibiza is really expensive. Like, we did some bougie stuff, but it's kind of like the stuff you wouldn't really be able to do, I think, if you were going on like a normal holiday there, because there'd be like events like all day and then at night, so you wouldn't really have the time to like go and explore like the cute cafes and restaurants. Or like we went up to Esvedre, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know if I pronounced it right actually, because I tried to book a taxi from there and the woman on the phone was like, what are you saying? But I think it's called Esvedre or Esvedra. And yeah, so like we wouldn't have really got time to watch the sunset there, and like we did a little boat trip, so it was really nice. Obviously like we did originally plan to go for like a party kind of vibe, but it was nice and chilled. And to be honest, like this is probably the only time you're ever going to experience Ibiza like that. So like when I have my grandkids or like my children, I can be like, yeah, well, I went to like one of the biggest party destinations in the world when it was quiet. I don't know whether that's actually very cool, or whether it'd just be like, why did you do that? I've just realised I actually don't think I've got my powder here, so I'm going to have to find that somewhere. Bear with. Okay, found it. It was just in my suitcase, so that literally would have been awful if that went in the attic. The powder I use is the Laura Mercier translucent one. It's honestly incredible, and I kind of just like dot it under my eye. I'm not really going to do like a whole baking situation just because I've literally got nowhere to be, but like when I was in Ibiza I was actually quite full on with the powder, I'm not gonna lie. But I think it's just good to dab it on, just because I tell you what, Laura Mercier runs out so quick, and it's actually like not even cheap, so I kind of want to use minimal amounts if possible. Actually, I know I said that, but it is really hot in my room, so I might have to like double powder the bits that get very shiny. God. Okay, all powdered up. And another question that someone asked is, are you worried about the future? So I think that's obviously like to do with COVID and everything. And yeah, like literally I think Emily and I were in the airport and I got the notification through that we're in another recession, which is fun. I'm pretty sure that's the second one in my lifetime, probably most of our lifetimes if you guys are like similar to my age, so that's fun. I think the last one was what, like 11 years ago. I don't really know like how dramatic that actually is. Like I was speaking to my dad and he was like, it's fine, but obviously like hearing the word recession is quite scary, so I think I'm quite worried in terms of stuff like that. And obviously with all the jobs that have been lost, like a lot of obviously people that work for airlines, and to be honest so many people in general have been losing jobs. And yeah, I just see lots of things on Twitter and I'm like, oh my god, it's crazy. I think Starbucks are closing 400 of their stores. It's just, I don't think that's in the UK, I think that's maybe like globally, but yeah, it is scary, and I am worried about it because I think the future is so unclear. Like even with my job, like I work for myself, but I'm not like, obviously I don't have a huge amount of followers, I don't have a huge amount of like leeway. Like if I don't get work again, I might have to go full-time, like back working in PR, like who knows. So I am worried about it, but I'm kind of just like taking each day as it comes. That you can't plan this kind of thing, so I'm just hoping for the best. So the bronzer that I'm going to use, I actually picked this up on the way to Ibiza, and it's the Hoola Caramel bronzer. I love the normal Hoola bronzer, it is amazing, and this one's like a little bit lighter, but I really like the colour of it. It's quite nice to like go in as almost like a contour, and then I go in with like the regular Hoola over the top. God, I feel like my makeup today is not going to be as cute as it was in Ibiza, but we'll give it a go. It's weird doing it on camera, like I look at myself in the viewfinder and like that looks really dark, but like in my mirror it kind of looks not so dark. I need to get better at like makeup tutorials, because I love watching makeup tutorials. I watch them all the time. Like, not gonna lie, I was keeping up with all the beauty drama that was going on, was it like 3 weeks ago? I'm just obsessed. So that's kind of like where I've learned lots of my stuff about makeup. Like, I really like it, but I think, you know what it is? People get the most beautiful photos of them wearing makeup, and I've like tried with like eye looks and that, and I just think that they look really bad. Like, people just know the right angles of their face, and I just feel like with me it has to be like a further away photo. I'm just putting on more and more bronzer. I think I probably should stop at this point, but hopefully that's all blended in. I've got like my big mirror behind as well, and I'm just kind of hoping that that looks okay. Then I'm going to go in with my regular Hoola, which isn't here, so actually I'm not going to go in with it because I don't know where it is. So we're going to go in with blusher now, and I watched this girl online, and I think she was saying that you should apply your blusher, God, I'm literally losing everything. Oh, here it is. You should apply your blusher like kind of where you apply your highlight to elevate your face. So that's what I've been doing. I don't really know if it's made much of a difference, but if you guys, I'll apply it and then you guys can let me know whether, does that look higher than that? I don't know, I think it kind of looks the same, but the girl on YouTube said to do it, so I'm gonna do it. I'm really annoyed, I don't remember her name, but she's got like short hair, blonde, I think she's American. I don't know what her name is, but she does really good videos. She does like, you're applying your blah 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 wrong, or you're applying your something else wrong. So yeah, she is really, really good. Highlight brush. God, I should have been more prepared. This is actually just a bit of a mess. Okay, so another question that someone asked is, any recommendations regarding natural tan removal due to sun? So I am by no means a beauty expert. Like, I don't know everything about like natural tan. Fake tan, I can tell you a lot about it. I can tell you how to remove it, how to apply it. But yeah, natural tan, I'm not really that knowledgeable on. The only thing, I feel like I'm doing my makeup so backwards. I've not even done my brows yet. I will actually get to do that. I'm one of those people, I just do my makeup in the weirdest order. But yeah, so like natural tan, I guess like the first thing is try and wear SPF, like factor 50. I am literally an advocate for factor 50. I just love it. And then I guess like with sun damage, if it is sun damage, you have to have like laser treatment, and I think laser treatment is actually quite good now. I think it can reverse if there's like damage, but if you've already got a tan and you don't want it, I guess, oh god, I don't even know. I think to keep a tan you've got to moisturize, so I wouldn't want to advise someone not to moisturize, but maybe that would help. But yeah, like I'm so sorry, I don't actually know the answer to that. I feel like maybe I should get more into like beauty, because I love skincare. Like, if you guys follow me and you watch my Instagram stories, like, you know I rave about skincare like on the daily. So yeah, I feel like it is something I'd like to learn more about. I was watching that thing on Netflix actually the other day. I'm gonna do my brows now. I was watching that thing on Netflix the other day with, I don't know what it's called. It's called like Skin something, Skin, oh I don't know, but it's got Nurse Jamie in it, who's like a proper like fancy skincare lady, and she's got a really amazing makeup line, and she does like really cool kind of lymphatic drainage rollers and stuff. It's amazing. So I feel like I look at what she does and I'm like, that is so cool, I'd love to do that. But I don't know, I think I would be I don't know, I think I'd be a really bad nurse if I was to be a nurse. I just feel like I wouldn't know the best things to say. But yeah, moving on to the next question whilst I do my brows. So someone said, loads of people have said it's so much easier flying now than before. Is it true? So the flight was probably the most quiet flight I've ever been on in my life. I took a picture on the way back, so I'll insert it here. But yeah, it was very, very quiet. Going out there was even more quiet. I think there was probably not even 30 people on the flight out there. It was actually crazy. So yeah, it was easier in that respect because you wouldn't have to wait so long getting on the flight. You wouldn't have to wait very long for your luggage. But I guess one of the main like stressful things is like doing the QR code. So for Spain, you have to do a QR code to get into the country. Also in the UK you did, but I tell you what, Gatwick Airport was absolutely rubbish. I'm going to use the mirror just from this palette to do my brows. Gatwick Airport, the security was so bad. Like at passport control, they weren't even wearing masks. I was actually shook. Like these two people that worked there walked past us, just like walking around like with the general public, and just didn't have masks on. And I just thought it was absolutely crazy because in Spain, they are so strict with masks that you have to wear them everywhere you go. I think the one place you didn't have to wear them was on the beachfront, but I actually don't know how true that is because it does seem weird not there. And then also like when you're in Spain, when you go out for dinner and that, you can't actually take your mask off until there's like a drink at the table. So you could be sat at the table, say if you're waiting for your friends, and you have to wear your mask until you've got a drink there. So yeah, I think like in terms, I've really diverted off the question, haven't I? So yeah, flying, like it was fairly easy. Like I probably would rather not wear a mask on a plane, but I do kind of think that that's going to be the new normal now. Oh my god, that looks so big, Jesus. Yeah, I just think it's going to be the new normal now, wearing a mask. Like obviously I don't know a huge amount about obviously like when 9/11 happened. Obviously like I think like security got tighter at an airport, so I feel like because of COVID maybe people will have to wear a mask. Like it does make more sense when you're on a flight for 12 hours breathing in everyone's air. Like it is actually a bit gross when you think about it. But yeah, like it was quite easy. Like it was quiet. I think that's what made it easier. But yeah, like, and also one thing that I think lots of people were asking me, like mainly my friends and family, was if you can go to the toilet and if you can get food on the plane. Because my mum especially, she had read somewhere, she just, I don't know what my mum reads, she reads random stuff online, and it said there that you can't like go to the toilet on a plane, or you can't, they don't come around with like the food trolley, but they do. No, it's not food, I think it's like drinks. I don't even think it was snacks. I actually fell asleep both ways, so I missed the trolley, but I'm pretty sure like definitely drinks. And yeah, you can go to the toilet, like, I mean, because the flight was empty, I was never on the toilet when like someone else was waiting. Like I think people just kind of would see someone was there and just like look from their seat and then go. But yeah, like obviously it was stressful, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, defo Gatwick need to step it up. Like honestly, their staff were just wandering around without masks. It was just crazy. I'm going to finish the other brow and try and like sort this one out, and then I'll come back with you in a second. So the brows are on. Jesus Christ, my back of my head is so sweaty. Brows are on, not looking great, but I mean, I just don't think I'm going to get them any better at this point. I feel like I need that microblading. Is it called microblading? You know, when like you get your brows like filled in, because I just feel like I can never get them the same. Like my brows are, I've said it before, they're not twins, they're not sisters, they're like cousins. Like they just don't look the same. Anyway, so moving on to the pink eye, we are going to be going in with the James Charles x Morphe, James Charles x Morphe palette. I love this palette. I mean, literally on camera right now it looks unreal. So I'm going to be going in with these kind of shades down here. I haven't actually touched really anywhere else in the palette. It looks like I've used the yellow, but I don't remember ever using the yellow, I'm not gonna lie. But it is a really good palette. The pinks are amazing, as you will see. So like I said, I'm just going to use the brushes that I used on holiday because they've already got all the colours on, and I'm lazy and I can't be bothered to wash them, so please don't judge me. So I'm going to go in with this colour here on the right, this like pale pink, and I'm going to go in and just like kind of put that all over my eye just as like a base colour. So whilst I am doing this, someone else has asked, what are your plans for quarantine? So, I mean, we all know what quarantine's like. We all did it for like 3 months. I haven't really got much planned at all. My birthday is actually like slap bang in the middle of it. So my birthday is the 22nd of August. And I think I come out of quarantine on the 26th. So I'm going to be spending my birthday like just alone in my room, which is quite depressing. But to be honest, like, I feel like if I hadn't gone to Ibiza, I would have sat on my birthday and been like, oh, I wish I'd gone. So I'm not too bothered about it. One thing I am actually going to get done, so I've been back from Ibiza 24 hours, so I think on Monday I'm going to take a COVID test, just kind of like for the benefit of my family, so I can actually go and mingle with them downstairs. And then also, like, I need to check the rules on this, but maybe like on my birthday I can like sit from a social distance like with my friends, like just invite like maybe 2 of them around just so I can see someone on my birthday. But obviously Tommy was in Ibiza with me as well, so he obviously can't see me on my birthday either. So I think I'm just gonna spend quarantine filming lots of videos. Like, I have so many videos planned, lots of hauls, because you guys really like hauls. I'm also now just going to go in with this bright pink. Like, this is honestly such a bright colour. Like, make sure you tap it off on the brush because it is actually quite intense. I don't remember what I was saying. I don't remember what I was saying now. Oh, for God's sake. I think, was I saying that Tommy was in Ibiza with me? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, no, I wasn't. I was saying what I've got planned for quarantine. Yeah, so like lots of videos, lots of hauls. Yeah, that's kind of mainly it. I took quite a lot of pictures in Ibiza, so hopefully I won't have to like take too many in my house, because shooting home stuff was actually really stressful in quarantine, and I upload every single day, so that might be something I need to stop in quarantine. But yeah, like YouTube I think is definitely going to be such a big focus over the next like couple of weeks. I really love YouTube. It's obviously like, it's been a bit of a slow grower, but recently it's actually doing alright, because I've got a really good editor. Like, my friend Liam does my videos, and if you want to use him, I've got like his link down below, and he literally smashes all my edits, so it makes it really easy obviously for me to put content out, because I just film it and he edits it, and he's amazing. So yeah, lots of YouTube bits and bobs, and probably like just sat with my cats in my room. I hope that it cools down though, because my room is actually like the hottest in the house, and I don't know how much I can keep like going. I mean, it's only been 24 hours and I feel like I'm going crazy because of the heat. Okay, so now that the brighter pink is kind of blended, I'm going to move in with a smaller little brush here. This is from Kit Stars. It's just their shader brush. And I'm going to go in just a little bit more with the bright pink, but I'm also going to incorporate this kind of like pinky purple shade, just to kind of build it up a little bit around the outer corners. Not like giving myself a fox eye, because I can't really do that, but just trying to like smoke it out just slightly to give a kind of like lifted look to my eyes. So one question that a lot of you guys were asking was, is Ibiza busy? Was it busy? I would say no. Like, I think in some of my stories, like the beach clubs and that, they were like fairly busy, but not anything like what it normally is. There was a lot, it was mainly like the workers out there, and like a few rebels like us that went out. But yeah, it was still a nice vibe, and I feel like because there was less people, like you could, obviously you'd have to talk from a distance, but I felt like I kind of interacted more with like people, probably more than I would usually have done. But also, like, obviously Tommy was there with his friends, so it was nice to just like have people there. But yeah, it's not like busy. I definitely would not say it's anything like what it normally is, but yeah, it was okay. I think there was, so on our last day, Fatboy Slim was performing. I'm just going to try and blend out this bit a little bit. Fatboy Slim was like DJing, so it was the first event in Europe since February. It was like 6 months. And that was fully booked, but even on my story it still looked really quiet, because obviously they can only let a certain amount of people in, and that's the same with restaurants. Like, you think the restaurant was dead quiet, but it was because they couldn't really let anyone else in. So we had to book most places that we went to, like not so much for lunch, but for dinner, like most places you had to book, or you'd be waiting like half an hour, maybe an hour for a table. But like I said, I did quite like it. I thought it was quite a nice vibe. So now that that is probably as blended as can be, I'm going to go in with the glitter. So I actually used my friend's glitter from the Be Perfect, I think it's their Stacey Maria, I don't know her name. It's the Carnival palette, and it was amazing. It had the most beautiful pink in it, but I've tried to find something similar, and like a similar-ish kind of vibe is Daydream from the Huda Beauty Nude palette. I actually use this quite a bit, and I'm just going to go in with this little brush here. It's just like a little packing brush, and it's quite nice to pack on some pigment. I might actually mix that a little bit with Fantasy actually from the Huda Beauty. I feel like that's quite a nice little combo. And then I'm just gonna place this, oh yeah, this is a lot darker than the shadow that I was using, so maybe I'll introduce Crave into it as well and hope for the best. Okay, that's made it better. So I'm gonna mix between this one, and this one, and try and get it to look similar. I am obsessed with pink eye looks, so I feel like I just do them all the time. I tried a purple one. I find purple quite a stressful like colour to put on my eyes. I don't know why. Like, I really want to get a really nice like lilac, I don't know, like colour, like pigment, because I feel like I start off like this one here from this palette. It's like this beautiful purple colour, but on my face, on my eyes, it just looks grey. So I need to like get a really nice pigmented one that's not gonna like change colour on my face so much. Okay, that looks nice. I'm happy with how that looks. There is quite a lot of fallout with these colours here, so that's why I'm going in with like the brush and trying to brush it away as much as I can. I'm also trying to blend these sparkles in with the rest of the shadow, so I kind of like go in with my finger. Ow, just poked myself in the eye with that, but that's kind of like the main bulk of like the eye. So it's really simple. Like, obviously when I had the other palette, it's basically 4 different shades, so it's a nice easy look, and it doesn't actually take too long. One thing I did notice though in Ibiza, so the girl that I went with, Emily, she's a makeup artist, and I've never known someone to do like full face makeup as quick as she does. She does it in like 20 minutes, and I'm there like an hour, maybe like 45 minutes later. And it's just like it just takes me so long. I'm really bad at it. I feel like this heat is stopping me from speaking properly. I don't know what it was. Did you guys find this? Like, when we were in lockdown, because you weren't really engaging with people like so much in conversation, even though I did like Zoom calls and whatever, when I was like put into the general public, I just was like, oh my god, I've forgotten how to speak. Like, I sound like I've got like, well, I sound like I can't speak English properly. It was not great. I just like, when I was in Ibiza, this person asked me a question, and I just remember I like forgot the words to say. It was really weird. But anyway, ramble over. So that is the main bit of the eye done. I'm now going to go in again with that little brush from Kit Stars, and just go in with the light pink to start off with, and then I'm going to go in with the bright pink underneath and just kind of finish it off. One thing I really want to get better at is doing like under eye shadow, because I kind of just like shove it on there and hope for the best, but like some people do the most incredible things under their eyes, because that is such a big space here. But I'm so scared to do it. I'm just like, I'll stick to just kind of smudging a bit of colour underneath and hoping for the best. God, these sleeves are getting on my nerves. So if you guys are wanting to obviously like glam this up a little bit more, feel free to put like liner on or do like a shadow liner. I get really watery eyes. I don't know what it is. I feel like my eyes are really sensitive, so I've kind of got to keep it with this, because if I do line it, it just gets like really gross. And actually, like, I still suffered with my eyes. I just don't know what it is. Maybe I have like a blocked tear duct or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna go in now with mascara. I use the Roller Lash from Benefit Cosmetics. I love it so much. Like, I find that there are other mascaras that I do really like, but this one is just something that I come back to all the time. It's just incredible. And I remember when it first came out, I was hooked. Like, I think I got like a sample in Elle magazine maybe, and I just loved it so much that I've just repurchased it maybe like, I don't even know now, 15 times, maybe more. Like, it's just amazing. And it's really good at like lifting your lashes, as well as obviously adding like fullness and making them look long, because I always forget a eyelash curler. It's something that I need to bring with me, but I just forget it all the time. So it's just a good, like, it's just a good mascara to have. It's like a good all-rounder. Oh my god, you know what I've forgotten whilst I'm doing this? Such an idiot. Inner corner and a bit of brow highlight. So I'm going to go in again with just the little brush. I'm just going to wipe off some of the product, and I'm just going to use this colour here from the James Charles palette. I actually have the sheet, so what is this one? It's called Ring Light. Something that I actually need to invest in. Where's the brush gone? Oh god, I am literally like the worst person at doing makeup videos. So I'm just going to add a bit of this in my inner corners. Like, look how bright that makes it look. It's just so good, especially when you've got like dark under eye circles. It just like detracts from the under eye. And then I'm actually just going to dab a little bit under my brow bone as well to kind of make the brows look a bit more similar. I actually love inner corner highlight. I just think it just does the most. Right, back to mascara, and then we'll move on to lips, and then I can let you get on with the rest of your day. Okay, we are nearly done, guys. I'm just going to do one more question just because it's from my friend Steph, and she goes, when can we hang out and have sangria again? Oh my god, I'm actually so excited. So Steph and her husband have been travelling the world for like 4 years, and they're finally coming back to London. I'm so excited. I think it's only like briefly, but they are the loveliest couple. So I met them on a press trip last year. I'm sorry, I'm so hot, I'm just gonna fan myself. Met them on the press trip last year, and they were just the nicest people ever. So I'm really excited that they're coming back. Her Instagram is Steph My Life, if you want to give her a follow. Honestly, you won't regret it. She literally does like the best story. She has the nicest post. Like she puts everyone to shame basically, because she is amazing. So I'm really excited for her to come back. I feel like my makeup today, like I've tried my best, but oh, whatever, it's fine. Anyway, so we are on to the last part of the day. I feel like these sleeves genuinely keep falling down. I'm going to be going in with some lipstick, and I'm going to go in with Girls Trip from Huda Beauty. This is literally my favourite lipstick in the world. I'm obsessed with it. It's literally one of those lipsticks that if you like are really, really good at lipstick, you can just like swipe it on and be done. With me, it takes me a little bit longer because I get my lipstick a bit wonky. I'm not very good at it. So it's just like a really nice pinky nude colour. It's kind of similar to the colour of my lips, which is why I think I'm so obsessed with it. Okay guys, and this is the final look. Obviously it's a little bit more of like a toned down version than I did in Ibiza. I think like in Ibiza I obviously put like lashes and that on, but I mean, I've got nowhere to be. What is the point of wasting a good pair of lashes? So let me know your thoughts on this look here and whether you recreate it yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!